So for part 2 of this introduction, I told you that we would focus on the author. He graduated from Brown University and later earned his PhD in computer science from Carnegie Mellon University. That's why he's called Dr. Pausch. He taught for a while at the University of Virginia, and then he joined Carnegie Mellon's faculty in 1997. And he actually gave his last lecture at Carnegie Mellon as a member of the faculty. His career. He worked as part of the computer science department. He was a teacher in the computer science department, but he also worked with a program called the Human Computer Interaction Institute and the School of Design. So what does that mean exactly? Well, his specialty was virtual reality, and he would work with these different groups to try to put together worlds that looked real, or worlds that at least you could immerse yourself into and feel like you were really in the world. So think about your favorite video games or your favorite movies. He and his colleagues designed those virtual realities that allow you to play those video games or experience those movies. And so while he was in the computer science department, he wasn't working on sort of boring code or inventing new software that would help to manage a person's business. He really was in this very interesting, entertainment-driven area of computer science. So why did he choose to write the book? Well, professors are sometimes asked to give lectures on what wisdom they would impart if they knew it was their last chance. And Dr. Pausch accepted that challenge. He said he would do this last lecture. But right after he accepted that challenge, he learned that he only had months to live. He had a form of pancreatic cancer, and although he had had treatment and was hopeful when he agreed to give the lecture, he later found out that the cancer had spread, and he had 10 tumors on his liver. And at that point, the doctor had told him he had about 3 to 6 months of good health left. But he decided to go ahead and do this lecture at Carnegie Mellon. And that's what prompted the initial thought of giving this advice and doing this last lecture. He gave the lecture, and he later expanded this message in the form of the book, The Last Lecture. So he took the hour-and-a-half lecture and decided that he wanted, based on the reaction he got from the lecture, to expand upon it and really reach a larger audience than had been reached by his lecture or the YouTube video that later was posted of his lecture. And this book was so popular that it became a New York Times bestseller. And that's the book that we'll be reading as we continue in our lessons.